The broadcast is live. Hey guys, welcome to Liquidation Motivation, our daily live podcast here where we talk about, eBay, Amazon, bin stores, liquidation stores, anything that you can do to flip and make money, any side hustle you want to do, and then we talk about building wealth. And my favorite way to build wealth is obviously crypto. Crypto is my favorite. You have to make money, put it in appreciating assets in order to become rich. Being rich is a journey, a 20-year journey, so you gotta make that decision when you're going to start that journey. All right, behind me here, this is one of my bin stores. This is my 10,000 square foot bin store. And keep in mind, it is a C Plaza. It is the C Plaza, so it's not beautiful. It was an old Family Dollar. As you can see, some of the lights aren't working. The AC, the AC does work. We have to have AC here in Florida, but we didn't paint the bins. We didn't paint so you can see it's made by 2x4s and then press board. I think we did run tape around the outside of those bins since then so that people don't get splinters. Am I locked up?
Yeah, it's not moving.
Uh-oh, we got some technical difficulties here. I don't know if anybody can hear me. We got to do something different.
I think you're back now.
I can see myself. I don't have a background though. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, put it down in the chat for me, please. We had a little technical difficulty. Hopefully we get that all working right now. All right. So Stan's going to put my bin store back up here that, from in our bin store in Winter Haven. We have 60 bins in the store. And so the store is 10,000 square feet. We use about 7,000 of it for the store. And then we have storage in the back. So we can bring next week's load early, store it, and then put it out. But what you can see is that we can still add a whole bunch more bins because we have every bin separated. If we were to push them together, we could probably add another 20 bins there. We just elected not to right now. Having that many, 60 bins is a lot of bins. I think the average of bin stores, there's probably around 30 to 40. Our other store, we do have 40 bins in that one. So if you have any questions or comments, put it down in the chat. Stan, you can't do my background still? Stan is working on a little technical difficulties there. But, I have my favorite podcast that I like to listen to is called Earl Nightingale, and it's from the 50s, and it's The Greatest Secret. And, what he talks about is what it takes to be successful in life. And it's just such great advice that everybody really should listen to it. And not only do I listen to it, but I listen to it about once a month, right? Just to refresh what I'm thinking, to get my mind running in the right direction again, basically the biggest premise that I take out of it is about surrounding yourself with positivity and making your mind right, making your mind positive. I mean, you have two choices in your life. You can think negative thoughts or positive thoughts. And when you think positive thoughts, you get positive experiences. You can drive down the road and complain about everybody who's driving in traffic, or you cannot even care about it. It's your choice. Your mind is an open field. It's your choice what you want to plant into it. And it's super, super important that you plant positivity. And if you plant positivity in it, it's gonna breed success. It's going to breed success, and you need to decide when you're successful. Remember, success. People are successful before they're rich. They're not rich then successful. So you got to get to a level of success. And what does that mean to me? That means that you work in a job that you like, or you own a business that you like. You do what you love, right? It makes money. You set your life up straight so that you're not a slave to your debt. You can save money in appreciating assets and then go on a 20-year journey to become rich. And I just think everybody needs to start that journey. I hope I have some young people out there that are just starting out, that haven't made the stupid mistakes that I've made in life. The first college I went to, I dropped. I don't know if I dropped out or failed out, but I definitely partied too much. So they didn't invite me back the next semester. And, then I got a job, and then I got a credit card, and then I got a car payment. I got a job I really didn't like. So, I went into all this debt, and then it handcuffed me for a long period of time. It handcuffed me until I really got into real estate. And fortunately, I was lucky enough for real estate to unhandcuff me. So, I bought and sold some properties. I made some money on them. I was able to pay down my debt, and I was able to open my first business, which I failed miserably at, unfortunately, and I had to claim bankruptcy after that. So I really started my 20s out in a horrible way. Massive debt. I was horrible at work. I wasn't a good worker, so my business failed. I cared more about hanging out and having a good time than I cared about making my business a success. And so my 20s ended up being a failure. I did go back to college and, finish up my degrees in my late 20s. And then, then I decided to open up my liquidation business. So in my, when I was about 30 years old, I started Resale America, the world's largest liquidation store, and it's just grown to what it is now. So it's just super, super important that you start off your life, you give yourself a chance in life to become successful. Don't start off with debt. Never, there's good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is credit card debt. Even recently I had some credit card debt, and I had enough money to pay it off. But, I went down, when my daughter turned 18, I took her down to Mexico, and, I put it all on my credit card and not thinking much. 6 months later, I look at my statement and I'm paying like 27% interest. It's just ridiculous for me to have this debt paying such a high interest rate. My mentality was don't pay off the debt, put my money into crypto. But, but paying 27% interest is just horrible. Good debt is, I just bought I have very good credit. I haven't always had good credit. I had horrible credit most of my life. I have very good credit now. So I financed my car for 1.98% interest, right? So that's just about free money. That's very free money. If you can buy a house, what's good debt? A mortgage. A real estate mortgage is good debt. A business loan is good debt. Not the high interest business loans. If you can go to the SBA and lock in a 6% business loan, that's great debt. That brings you earning power to the future, but stay away from the bad debt. The guys that are calling you on the phone, asking you if you want to borrow money, that's not the people you want to be talking to, okay? They're not good for you. They're bad for you. Payday loans, very bad for you. Pawn shops, very bad for you. Stay away from those kind of places. Get yourself into good debt. Good debt will make you successful. Opening businesses will make you successful. Working hard will make you successful. You have to be successful first in life before you can become wealthy. All right. So you have to start that journey somewhere. So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the flipping business. If you have any questions about liquidations, truckloads, pallets, any of that kind of stuff, put it down in the comments below. We'll see how long this, we normally want to do these live sessions for 30 minutes, but we normally get too many questions and comments. So we end up staying on here for an hour. Paul, you going to come join me? Yeah. So Paul does a lot of, you got a microphone for Paul? Here, grab a microphone. Yeah. So Paul does a lot of our Facebook posts and marketing and Paul handles all that for us in our business. He does a fantastic job. Every day he does a word of the day, right? Yes. A word of the day video. So we give people in our big store, we give people 10% discount if they know the word of the day. So he does that every day at a different interesting place. And like he's becoming like this local celebrity in town, right?
We have been, yeah. We started off, love doing nature pictures. I think we should get the little backstory. Started doing nature pictures and I came up with this idea. Hey, maybe we do like 10% off to start off with a word. But anyway, I started doing animals every day, but then I ran out of damn animals. So then we started doing history videos around Lakeland. And then it just kind of transpired to this whole evolution of people loving. So
Yeah.
it's been fun.
So Paul and I will be hanging out in the store, and somebody will come in like, "Oh my God, I watch all your videos, Paul. You're so sexy. You're a celebrity."
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, it's a little bit fun, getting involved with the media and doing the YouTube channels and everything that we put out there on Facebook, because we really get known in the community. And as a business owner, that's what you have to do. We talk about being top of mind to customers, top of mind. Whenever they think, hey, I want to buy a new camera or a new Bitcoin bow, let's go check out Resale America. So we try everything that we can to keep our stores, Resale America, Deal Days, top of mind, and make sure that people know about us, right? So
Yes.
so it's every day. I mean, we try to do it at least 2-3 times a day. He does the lives in the morning. We do the live stream now. We try to go live again on Facebook. We try to put static ads on Facebook, which would be picture ads, just showing all the different stuff in our store. It's so important. How important is marketing for a business, Paul? What do you think?
Oh, I always implicate every video that a business can't stand without the community behind it. That's why we're community based. Go for the community. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah,
like any business, you need a community behind you to stand. So
certainly, and so that's why we do some things to help the community out. We did the great giveaway. Paul orchestrated the great giveaway of all the sanitizer we had. We had 6 pallets of sanitizer.
Yes.
Yeah, we gave away a lot of that.
10,000 bottles.
Thousands and thousands of bottles to different schools, different daycares, all these different organizations. Listen, if you have any questions about media or how we handle our marketing, put them down in the comment section below. Any questions about pallet flipping, truckloads, bin stores, anything like that, put it down in the comment section below. Have you ever tried return mail or unclaimed mail? No, I've never tried. Irvin, no, I've never tried return mail or unclaimed mail from my bin store. I've heard about it from the post office box, and I've heard about different auctions that they have, but I've never seen one. And and I'm pretty active in the auction industry. Pre-COVID, there was a lot of auctions everywhere. Since COVID, it's kind of been a little hit or miss. But I've never been to one. I would love to try to buy a truckload of mail. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
I think that'd be cool. It would be like Christmas, like times 20,000, right? Opening up every package to see what the heck's in it. Yeah. I mean, I've lost since we sell on eBay, I lost lots of stuff in the mail. I'm not seeing the chats over here.
Oh, okay.
Do I have it on the wrong thing? Oh, I got it. Whoa, there's a lot in there.
Up there. We used to buy a lot of storage auctions. We'll tell the story about the one in Orlando we bought, the printing press. 4,000, we get there in 10 minutes, and they already sold to that person. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, so we buy our storage unit auctions on storagetreasures.com, and so one auction was a printing company. So they had like what they call a DTG printer. So that means direct to garment printer. So you print right on a T-shirt from a printer. And we looked it up, and the printer was like $20,000. And they had the whole unit, right? The whole unit was a printing store. So what happened was we won the auction. Remember how much it was for?
It was like 4,500, 8,000, I think it was. It was right
for $8,000, we won the whole company, right? Imagine buying a whole printing business for $8,000. I mean, it was full of stuff. It was full of everything you needed to start a company. So I paid $8,000. We literally got into the truck. We're ready to go. I called the guy, and the auction company said the owner of the unit paid the unit off. And so what I learned that day is that you have to, even if you win one of these auctions online, you have to go there immediately and pay it off. Or matter of fact, be in the parking lot waiting to pay it off. Because if they get there before you get there, you don't get the unit. I complained and argued, but they said there was nothing we could do.
10 minutes away.
Yeah.
2-hour drive.
All right. Somebody on Facebook said, I've been doing as long as you, Tom, and I run it with a staff of me and 2 others. I can't list the stuff fast enough to keep up on my eBay listings to a high amount. To sell through is very strong. But my rent is sky high because the New York City prices are not cheap, and minimum wage is $15 an hour. I know New York State is horrible. Running on a skeleton crew just to make my max profit. What would you do to get it up more listings at a steady price? I tried the VA route, and to send the products list didn't save much time, so that's not an option. I mean, that would be my recommendation, would be the VA route, but you're saying you didn't have a good, it didn't work out for you. So you said to send the products list don't save much time, so that's not an option. Well, let me just say what we do. So our VAs are in the Philippines. So they speak English. They're really easy to talk to. Esteban manages them, and he's super, super organized. And he gives them his expectations when he hires them. And it's a list, it's a detailed, organized list of what he expects from the VAs. The VAs agree to it and sign on. He runs them through some tests, a period of probation, and then he lets them go free whenever he thinks that they're good enough. We just send them the pictures, and then they follow the list, the chart of what to do, the step-by-step instructions. They get paid 50 cents a listing to put the listings on, and we put them in the Ink Frog. He reviews the listing. They even price them for us. He reviews the listing and then puts them into eBay. So I'm not sure where your process was different than mine, but we find it to be very successful. Especially, see, Florida's a little bit cheaper to pay people, even at a cheaper rate. We start off at $10 an hour. Minimum wage here is, I think, $8.60 an hour. But we start people off at 10, pay them 10, 11, 12, right in that range. I know I have a couple restaurants in New York where the minimum wage is $15 an hour. The manager's minimum wage is, I think, $42,000 a year on salary. So it's very expensive to operate in New York. So I think you need to explore that VA route a little better, a little more, and try to I would just say organize it better and make sure the expectations are clear. And if they don't do the job, find another one. We use Craigslist in the Philippines to hire people, and they are more than able and willing to work for you. They have a different work ethic over there. They don't think that they don't have the mentality like the Americans that we do here in this country, that everything should be given to us. They know that they have to work in order to eat. They don't have the social systems we have here. So I think it's very easy. I don't know what country you're using to find people from, but maybe you should check out the Philippines and see if you can set up a VA system there. All right. Any recommendations for starting up when you don't have a whole bunch of capital while working 9 to 5? My 9 to 5 pays all my bills, so the extra couple of thousand is something I can use to build it. Well, I would start off with I would start off with Amazon. Sign up for an Amazon account and do some retail arbitrage. What that means is that you go into a retail store, say this Bitcoin Bull's on the shelf and it's on sale for $5. You scan the barcode, see what it sells for on Amazon, see what your profit margin is. If it works, you buy it and you ship it into Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. I would do that. Plus I would flip on eBay. So take your money that you have now and start flipping on eBay. Get this side hustle going, and don't use that money for anything else. Invest that money in appreciating assets, which my favorite is crypto. And when you get to the level to where you can open your own store or you have that financial freedom, I suggest that you take the plunge. I don't want you to take the plunge until that you have the capital there to back you up, because it's not worth it. To be underfunded, you're just gonna go down a spiral hole. You have to have the funding to make it work, but get it started at your house. You should easily at your house, you should have 500-600 items on eBay at all times, but save that money. I used to go to Salvation. When I first moved to Tampa 6 years ago, I'd go to the Salvation Army Wednesdays because it's half price day, and I'd buy sneakers. That's all I would buy. Well, I'd buy anything that way I can make money on, but I definitely would look at the sneakers first, or the dress shoes. I'd put those on eBay. I had probably 3,000 pairs of sneakers in my family room upstairs, and my wife didn't like it, but I was working out of the house, and that's how I went from there to Resale America. So there's a lot of nuances in between, but I went from selling sneakers out of my living room in Tampa, Florida, to owning the world's largest liquidation store and 2 bin stores in 6 years. All right. There's relationships in there. There's business partners in there. There's a lot more to it, but you can build it too. Have a positive mental attitude, be great with customers, be great with people that you meet, partner up with successful people, and then you can build the greatest store in the world too. I think it's the path that you have to take. I think it's, take those steps, the baby steps, until you get there. Make sure you don't have any stupid debt either. Stay away from debt. Good debt is good. Bad debt is bad. What type of business is this exactly? Can anybody come to this location? Yeah, the store we're in right now, the store we're in right now is Resale America. So it's 110,000 liquidation, 110,000 square feet. You got a picture of Resale America there, Stan? Is 110,000 square foot liquidation store. The store behind me is one of our bin stores. So the liquidation store, the big liquidation store, is in the Lakeland Square Mall. Anybody can come in there. This is the front of our store. It's a former Macy's. You can see the palm trees up there, Paul. We're known for having the palm trees. I don't know if you can, you can't see inside there, but that's anybody can come to this store. What we do in this store is we buy truckloads of Walmart, Target, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, all the big box stores, and we mix it with used stuff that customers trade in. So not only, what did we buy the other day? Like a 1953 television.
Oh,
I mean, it was so cool.
The Motorola.
I love, Motorola television. It was so freaking cool. I love cool old stuff. So we're kind of like half new, half used, but we want to be more like a museum. And so we've been open here for 2 years. So every week we get one more cool item in our store. So it might take 5 years before it's filled with cool items, but we have just a ton of stuff. You're going to walk around here and you might buy an iPhone cord, you might buy an iPhone case, you might buy, something from our health and beauty department, something from our sporting goods department. But then you're going to see an original, Atari 2600. You're going to see, vintage sporting goods, golf clubs from the 40s and 30s, the wood shaft ones. You're going to see, we have a Ohio State flag from 1957. A flag from 1957, Ohio State. We just have all this cool stuff in this store, and that's what I love about it.
I think the most recent was Wally. Wally came in, like broke and so forth. We looked at $1,200 for this Wally.
Yeah, we had the 18-inch Wally. We had a video on it. If you go to Liquidation Motivation on YouTube, you can see our 18-inch Wally. We did sell it to a customer. Yeah. I wanted to keep it. Stuff like that I hate to sell. I actually put a little higher price on it so it doesn't sell, but then a customer actually bought this. So yeah, you come on down, Wendy. Anytime you can come down and see us. Hey, Tom, do you have any connections on the West Coast for suppliers? So there's a broker on the West Coast called Midtown Liquidators. That's who I do a lot of buying through. So I would look at him. His name is Mike Sims. Good guy. Check with him. Also, you can go to Truckload Liquidations on Facebook. Lots and lots of brokers in there. I see stuff out of the West Coast all the time right now. A lot of stuff out of LA, a lot of stuff out of Arizona. I definitely, Truckload Liquidators on Facebook, or you can go to my group, which is Bin Store Co-op on Facebook, and just ask in the group, hey, anybody got anything out of LA or out of wherever you're at? So yeah, definitely lots of people on the West Coast. All right, here's a crypto question, Paul. All right. Have you heard about Polygon? It's first well-structured and easy-to-use platform for the Ethereum expansion and infrastructure development. Its core component is the Polygon SDK, which aims to build a modular, universal, and flexible expansion framework for Ethereum. Yeah, that's Polygon. I think is a second layer solution for Ethereum because Ethereum has a lot of high fees right now. I don't invest in Polygon. I don't have any money in Polygon. I do have a lot of money in Ethereum. Ethereum is my favorite asset in the crypto world. My second favorite is Bitcoin. I think they both have use cases that say they both will be super successful in the future. It has brought me great wealth that I never could imagine I would have. And but I'm not saying Polygon's bad. Polygon's good. I haven't looked at its rate of return. I own about 10 cryptos, and I stick to about 10. Every once in a while, I hear something on a podcast, and I'm like, oh, let me put some money into that. But then I end up making a little bit and then selling it and putting it back into Ethereum. So, no, I wish I could speak intelligently about Polygon. I mean, I know a little bit about it, but hey, the whole crypto revolution is exploding. If you got in any time, around COVID. Oh man, I think in the last year, Ethereum's gone up 900%, Bitcoin's got up 400%. But then there's some other ones like Cardano's gone up, I think maybe 1,500%, 2,000%. There's one Axie Infinity. It's a little game that you play on Ethereum. That's gone up 48,000% in 1 year. You ever heard of anything like that? No. I've never heard of anything like that. 48,000% in 1 year. To have the vision to get in on those kind of projects early. It's crazy. I mean, I did just yesterday I bought land in Cardano. No, it's called space in Cardano. The future of crypto is going to be metaverses, right? We're going to live like if you watch the movie Ready Player One, you're going to live in a metaverse. And there's about 10 different metaverses right now. Cardano just came out with their newest one. And literally the other day I bought a 3x3 piece of land. I paid I paid, it's like $3,000 I paid for it. And this is, remember, this is land on a blockchain in the metaverse. And already it's gone up 50% in value. Yeah, just in a couple days. So I love this space. It's crazy. But I would recommend just stay with the big ones. Stay with the top 10 ones and, you know, make yourself richer. Tom, you have the best resale content on YouTube and an awesome team. Keep up the great work. I'm starting my business back up in Orlando in February. Hope to meet you guys in February. Nice, Ben. All right, right down the road, Ben. Hey, we got to be able to get into some projects together. We got to be able to buy some loads together. I love working with other people in my area. I have 3 or 4 different resellers in my area that we partner up on truckloads. I'm not a greedy man. You're zero competition for me. You're an hour away. Anything I can do to help you, I'm here for you. I split smalls, Amazon high piece truckloads with dealers all the time, other people. I just love this business, and welcome back, Ben. Welcome back to the business. Tom, is there a difference between B stock Walmart versus from an outside liquidator, some with Home Depot and Target? Is there a difference between B stock Walmart versus an outside liquidator? Yeah, no, there isn't a difference. But you might be able to get a little cheaper from a different liquidator. B stock seems to go a lot for Walmart, like 30% of retail on everything. Do not buy their TV loads. Nobody ever should buy their TV loads. That's a scam. That is a scam, and B stock should not be selling those Walmart TV loads. It's a scam. I have a hard time buying Walmart. If anybody has a Walmart connection, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. But Walmart, I know Inmar has a contract with Walmart, and I buy CVS from Inmar, which is only like 5 miles from my store, in the same warehouse as Walmart, but they won't let me buy the Walmart for some reason. I don't know if somebody is buying all the Walmart and eliminating people from me, like me getting into the business. But when I go to the warehouse to pick up the CVS, the Walmart's right there. I see it all. I see it all on the pallets, on the racking, but they won't let me buy it for some reason. So I like Walmart. I like Walmart. Okay, I do buy Walmart from a nonprofit. There's a local nonprofit that picks up from the Walmart warehouse in Orlando, and they sell me pallets. But I don't really like that stuff. It's like all stickered up. It's all returns. It's a lot of
tedious work to get it.
Yeah, it's like notebooks and pencils and diapers, and I like diapers, but
granted they sell, it's just messy.
Yeah, they're very
consuming by the time
they're high piece count, very messy. Do you sell your empty wood pallets? I have a contact in Florida who buys white wood pallets for $1 to $2 each and blue red for $3 to $4 each, $60 to $100 per truckload of pallets. I mean, I don't sell my pallets. I either need them or I don't need them, so I don't get in the habit of selling them. I do give them away to people. We do have some local people that come up whenever we call them. They come pick them up. They don't complain. They'll take the good ones, the bad ones, the broken ones, the big ones, the little ones. Yeah. They take them all, and it's more of a convenience factor for me. I get why some people would want to sell their pallets, but my local connection where I buy a lot of all my merchandise from. Matter of fact, we're going right now today to go pick up a load of smalls, 12 pallets. Sometimes he needs pallets, so I give them back to him. And so, yeah, I don't really buy pallets, but I mean, sell pallets. I would, but it seems like it'd be more of a hassle than they get a couple dollars. I'd rather focus on my core business, I focus on doing ads and doing Facebook ads and all that kind of stuff. And then just give them away. I mean, they probably need them too. The guy that takes them, I'm sure he makes money on them, but he's a good, hardworking guy. Yeah,
like you said, they'll take the broken, big, bad with the ugly. Just like if we're selling, we're gonna do the cherry picking. Well, I don't want that one. Oh, then we're stuck with them, and then stuck with a dump fee. And
so what do I do with the rest? Then I have to go to the dump to get rid of them. So yeah. I mean, I'm not really up to selling pallets yet, but who knows? That might change in the near future. Yeah. All right, what else? That's all my comments right now. Okay, so what do you want to talk about, Paul? So Paul does all the marketing here. Him and I put together a lot of furniture here. When you're in the liquidation business, you get a ton of furniture. You really have to check everything out in this business if you're going to sell it in a retail setting. In a bin setting, we don't check anything, right? We just throw it in the bins, and we want the customer to check it while they're at the bin store. So But here in a retail setting, we guarantee everything. And our return policy is our published return policy is 7 days, no questions asked return for store credit. That's our published policy. But our actual policy is if I think somebody really was wronged and bought something broken that we messed up on, then I will give them their money back. The reason why we say store credit only is because I've had a lot of experience in the past where people will capitalize off my return policy. I one time had somebody come in and buy 7 bikes, paid thousands of dollars for bicycles, and then they also bought some tents. They went on vacation for the weekend, and then they came back on Monday and returned everything. Everything. Thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. So I had to have a policy that stopped people from doing that. So when I have a policy that says store credit only, they have no incentive to buy it because they know they can't return it, right? They know they can't return it without only getting store credit. But if somebody buys something and it's broken, I certainly will give them their money back. So everybody's got to have a good strategy for their return policy. In my bin stores, I have no returns. No returns. Can you put that bin store picture back up? Bin store. We have no returns in our bin store, and sometimes it does cause people to complain. I know we got a Facebook message the other day that somebody was upset that that the bin stores that they bought something that was broken. I don't even know what it was, but oh yeah, you can't see our signs in the back there, can you? Maybe I can. So the signs say no bags, no cash, no returns, just deals. All right. So remember, those are the signs that I ordered off eBay. This is all right. This is our other bin store. This is Port Richey. This is Port Richey. No returns, no bags, no cash, just deals, deal days. They designed that store, that sign themselves. But we ordered that sign, which is, I think it's 4x8, and that was only like $55 on eBay. So go to eBay to find your signs. It's real simple to make them. Do you keep a customer list and do you market it?
We do.
We do, right?
Up at the register, we do. When people look for a specific type of couch, leather, type of pub table, we put it in their book and we write it down. We call them when it comes in.
What about the email list that we were doing? We still doing that?
That's on our other sector. Yeah, they are doing the pallets. The pallet email list.
The pallet email
That's
list.
the only one I know about. When pallets come out, we email the customers and let them know.
That certainly should be. We certainly should be doing better on that. So we're working on where all of our content, all of our ads go, because we're a marketing company that owns a liquidation store and 2 bin companies. We got to be a marketing company first. So we're advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
YouTube.
We should be doing the email list. A lot of successful companies do the email list. Any free format that you can do, you should be putting on. And there's software out there that can manage that for you. So we're really trying to hone in and focus on how to get our message out to as many people as we can. And that's using all free resources on these social media sites. So hopefully within a month, we're going to be an expert at it, and then we'll be able to tell you guys how we do it. But yeah, we're getting there. We're certainly, if you can't see, but there's a whole bunch of dry erase boards around the office, and we're planning on how to become a better media company, not a better store, but a better media company. Because if we get our sales up in all of our stores, that just helps everything. I can buy more product. I can hire more people. I can do everything I need to do to be more successful in business. Successful in business. What's that?
Just going to grab a sip really quick.
Okay. I thought I missed a question here.
Yeah, I just put on screen.
All right, which is better to have in the bin store, coffin boxes or Amazon Smalls? What I'm seeing is I'm seeing the coffin boxes now, the smaller boxes. So it's like 24 boxes per pallet with smalls in it. I've never bought one of those. Somebody in Florida said that they have them, and they're high piece count. I think they're coming in 6 or 7 foot tall. So what I envision is that they're the same things that are in the Amazon Smalls high piece count pallets. Now, I haven't seen them. I've never bought them, but yeah, they are available. I've seen them. The coffin boxes are the bigger boxes. So we buy the mediums in the coffin boxes. We don't buy the the smalls. I have bought them before. You guys good?
Yeah. Well, I have something that has to go in somebody's car, and I have nobody.
Okay. Did they go to Amazon? Pick
Well,
up?
he had to do the drop off because the truck was already loaded at Bing, and then he's going to Amazon.
Okay. All right. So we do have a pickup today of the Amazon smalls. So, yeah, I haven't bought in the coffin, but I bought premium coffin boxes before. I'm just not very happy with them. I like to stick to the smalls. I like to stick to, Home Depot Turbo smalls. I like to stick to CVS smalls. Anything high piece count that I can get that has high value in it, that's what I kind of like to stick to. So I'm not saying no to the coffin boxes. I'm just saying I haven't really bought them because, remember, I get 90% of my inventory locally, which if you can find that, it's going to save you a ton of money. And that's the 6-foot smalls. And I've never don't really have to buy anywhere else. I mean, I'm probably, so my truck holds 12 pallets. I have a 26-foot truck, and then I have a 16-foot truck. My big truck goes probably daily to pick up merchandise from local vendors. And that's what keeps me alive. That's what saves me on shipping, and everybody has these local vendors. You just got to find them. You just got to find them. They're out there. You just got to find them. Search on Facebook Marketplace, search for Amazon and Facebook Marketplace, and look for anybody with selling an Amazon box. Anything boxed up with Amazon, go talk to them, try to be a problem solver with them, and maybe you can buy all of their inventory out. Maybe you can buy it all out. Aside from Fill a Bag Day, what are some ideas for other promotional days to draw customers in? Any experience with an open early for military teachers, seniors? I've never done an open early for anybody. I'm not a big fan of giving one person an advantage over another. I mean, I get why you would. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. I just like everybody to have an even opportunity to buy the merchandise. That's why I don't do the pre-sales or anything like that. I think pre-sales would be the best way. There's some people that on $5 day, they pre-sell, 10 tickets. So they have to pay $50 to get in, and then they get 10 items out of that, but they get to the front of the line, or maybe they get in an hour early. So if you're doing that and you sell, so that's 50 items and we sell it to 20 people, there's an extra $1,000 you make before you even open the door. But I don't like that. I like the hustler. I like the one that gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and gets first in line. I mean, I don't think being first in line versus 20th in line is any advantage, right? Because look here, I got 60 something bins in this store. So if person number one goes to the bin over here, wait, maybe I can do this. The bin over here, person number 2 can go to this bin. Person number 3 can go to the other bin. So there's no advantage to being first versus 60th, right? Because until you get 60 people in line, there's going to be enough bins for everybody to look in. There's going to be 60 bins, and once you get to the 61st person, now there's going to be 2 people in one bin. And so that might be a disadvantage. So I don't know. I just like giving everybody a fair advantage, but I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I get why these people do all these other promotions. I just don't do them in my store. All right, where is your bin store? Gene, I got 2 bin stores. One, they're called Deal Days. One is in Winter Haven, Florida at 2820 Wrecker Highway. And the other one is in Port Richey, Florida in Jasmine Plaza. Deal Days. Bang runs Winter Haven. Jen is my partner, owner in Port Richey. So go down there and see Bang, go see Jen. They would love to see you guys there. Texting list is the best. Yeah. I have a few things that I am signed up for on texting. And, so a matter of fact, like I'm on the Sperry's website, right? So they sent me a text the other day, 40% off all shoes. So then I went on there and I ordered both of my sons a pair of shoes, only because I got that text message, only because they were top of mind. All right. I wouldn't have ordered shoes if it wasn't for that text message. So I do agree, David, that texting is a great idea. In my point of sale system in my store, which I have about 5,000 consigners, I have all of their phone numbers and the ability to text everybody. My problem is that my point of sale company charges me per text, like 5 cents per text. But I believe that there's free software out there that you can just send all these. I would have to compile the database and send it to them that way. But I think it's a good idea. Any way to contact your customer. Remember, top of mind. You want to keep them top of mind. I am putting 40 pieces of content a day out so that my customers remember Resale America. They remember deal days. They remember the bin stores. 40 pieces of content a day. So I might not catch you on 90% of them, but I'm going to catch you sometime today. And you're going to think about Resale America. You're going to think about deal days. That's why we put out all the content. And you got to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. How deep do you have your wood bins at your bin store? So the ones you're looking at right now, I think are 12 inches deep. I am bringing in today some orange, I think they're orange bushels, or they're plastic bins that oranges are transported in, and they're 18 inches deep. So they don't have a base on them, but I'm going to try to see if I can make bins out of these orange, I don't even know what you call them, carriers, pallets. So I'm trying to find out an alternative. Somebody posted in Bin Store Co-op a video. They had some really nice metal bins, but I think the sides were only 6 inches tall, which I don't like. I don't like the 6 inches tall. I think they need to be 12 inches or more. When you have them 6 inches, and especially if you're using other products other than Amazon Smalls, everything is kind of overflowing in it. So 12 inches, I would even go, 14, 15 inches. That doesn't bother me, having something that long, that deep. What is the coffin boxes? The coffin boxes are the great big Amazon boxes. Do you got the picture of the? There we go. These are coffin boxes right here. So they're I don't even know. They're approximately 40 inches by 24 by 24, something like that. Don't hold me to those numbers. But see, these are what we call Amazon mystery boxes that we sell. So you can see there's 2, 4, 6, there's 8 coffin boxes, and we have them on a pallet, but these have mediums in it, not smalls. We sell a pallet for $400. So you get 8 boxes for $400. You can see it's taped. Now, this is not the Amazon tape, but this is aftermarket tape. But these come straight from Amazon to a nonprofit, and we resell them from them, but they haven't been opened. You got to watch out for boxes that are double taped. There we go. That's got the Amazon tape on it. So watch out for boxes that are double taped. That means that this tape here, this Amazon tape, wait, where is it at? This Amazon tape is cut open, right? They cut it open and then they retape it with clear tape, right? Those are the boxes you don't want to buy. I got a lady down the road from me that sells them that way, and I don't want to buy those boxes because that means that she went through them and took out all the good stuff. When you buy them like this, nobody took out any of the good stuff. So that's why I like these are coffin boxes. But coffin boxes do come with smalls. Sometimes they come with a lot of food, dog food. I sold a pallet to one guy one time, and he didn't like it because there's a lot of dog food and stuff like that in it. I mean, I get it. If you got to be able to sell everything in this business. If you can't sell everything, don't be in this business. This guy put a bad review on Facebook for me. Started bad mouthing me. We banned him from all of our stores. I mean, he bought an Amazon coffin box pallet for $1,200 from us, but I mean, my cost was $1,000. I sold it for $1,200. He unfortunately didn't get the good stuff. I knew what was in the boxes. I just didn't know which box they're in. We knew there were cell phones. We knew there were laptops. We just didn't know which one. So this guy shouldn't be in the business. Or if you're going to be a hustler and you're going to complain about things, you should stick to your niche, right? I think he does electronics. He should have stuck to just doing electronics and not get into the pallet business, because in the pallet business you might get 1,001 item, right? And you might not like that item. You might not. So don't get into pallet business unless you have ways to sell everything. Do you buy only unmanifested pallets? No, I buy manifested truckloads too. I don't mind manifested truckloads. I don't mind direct unmanifested truckloads either. So either one works for me. Be careful on the manifested ones. There are a lot of big dealers or contract holders in this business that buy the manifested truckloads, right? And they have all the technology to upload the manifest, and then they pull out all the expensive stuff and then resell the cheaper stuff. So when you look at the manifest, if you see a ton of cell phone cases, a ton of masks, and you'll see like an iPhone 12 case, for $79.99 value, you're buying it at 10% of retail. So you're paying $8 for a cell phone case, and there's going to be 1,000 of them on there, and you can't, I can't sell them for $1. So be careful on those. If there's manifested, look at it. If you can get unmanifested direct from the fulfillment centers, that's the way I like it, because there might be a home run in there. I've bought in pallets before where I opened them up and there's 50 iPhones in it. I mean, those are home runs. Those are home runs. So, you know, look out for those. It's the way to make the most money. I want to make sure I got home runs. Why not use MDF? It would eliminate splintering. I think, Paul, that I just was looking for, you know, the most cost-effective way to get into that. That was my first bin store. So, you know, I think we ended up spending like $5,000 on the wood in total. It took us 2 weeks for 2 guys to build all the bins. And then, you know, then when wood prices went out the roof, went through the roof. So our second bin store, you know, we had to pay a lot more for bins, but we have a lot less. This is our other bin store. We did paint these, and then you can see we got the tape over the tops to stop the splintering. Like I said, I'm looking for, you know, I'm looking for a plastic alternative or a metal alternative to these bins. I'm talking to different, you know, sellers in different countries to see if I can import them. But the whole supply chain right now is all messed up in the import-export business. What's Gaylord pallet mean? So a Gaylord is a box. A Gaylord would be the big box. So, you know, normally I think of a Gaylord as like thicker boxes. You know, these are Gaylords behind me here. So what this is, so this is in the way back looks like, oh no, it's all double pallet. So this is like Amazon returns. You can see the returns are normally damaged or bagged up or leaking or something like that. You know, I do sell those pallets. I sell those pallets but mine are overflowing. So they're $350 for those pallets. And you never know what's going to be in them. A lot of time, you know, I'm seeing some tablets in them, some video game stuff in them, some higher end stuff. So I kind of like those pallets, but they are messier than the normal pallets. My favorite pallet is the Amazon high piece count, the tall ones, you know, 6 foot, untouched. You never know what you're going to find in those. I mean, other than that, you know, you can buy just about any sort of Amazon pallet that you want. The smalls, the mediums, and the largest. If you have a lot of room, or you like to do Facebook Marketplace, buy the largest because they're cheap. They're only about $3,000 for a full truckload, 24 pallets. But you're going to get things like treadmills and couches and TVs and, you know, all big stuff, all the larger stuff. You know, it's going to be bigger than this desk. You know, it's the mediums are, you know, normally, you know, the size of like a microwave or, you know, that range. And you get, those are normally, I think right now about 5 foot tall. You get about 30 to 40 different items per pallet. Those are on sale right now for about $8,000. And then the talls, you know, the last talls that I ordered, it came with a lot of food. Remember, food is not a lot of people don't like food. I got the talls for $15,000 for the truckload, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It was close to me. So the shipping was only $500. So I was really excited about that. I'm probably going to order, and I'm going to check out my cash flow today. I'm probably going to order another one of those truckloads because I have a buyer for the food, and he keeps harassing me about getting another one of those loads. So I'm going to look that up. Yeah. So some people call them Gaylord. Some people call them pallets. You know, the box is just pallets. You know, the pallet is really the wood underneath. The Gaylord is the box. But depending on what part of the country you're from, you know, you might call them different things. So, all right, that looks like the end of the questions. So remember, open your bin store, start your liquidation business, you know, have a positive mental attitude, get all negativity out of your way. Don't listen to anybody who's negative. Make sure your sphere of friends are successful people who do not participate in negativity. You don't want them next to you. They're just going to bring you down. You know, your mind is like a field. No matter what you plant in it, you're going to get that out of it. Okay, you can't plant negativity and get positivity out of it. You have to get rid of the negativity. Build that into wealth. Take your wealth and invest it in something. My favorite thing to invest in is cryptocurrency. And you know, it's done fantastic for me. It's changed my life. And if you don't see what the future looks like, if you can predict what the future looks like, if you want to watch Ready Player One, and watch that with an analytical eye, or The Matrix with an analytical eye, you'll see that we're digitizing everything in this world. You know, everything's becoming digital, and the next thing to become digital is going to be money. So get involved with appreciating assets. You know, make money, figure out your hustle. Thanks for watching my show today, my YouTube channel. Please, if you haven't liked and subscribed my YouTube channel, it's Liquidation Motivation. only 53% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed, and it's 85% men. So we need to put more Mandy on there, I think. Do you use Coinbase? Yes, I use Coinbase. Coinbase is really I use Coinbase and Voyager are the two apps that I use to buy cryptos. Voyager might be a little cheaper. I own a lot of the Voyager token because they pay 7% interest. Starting this month, they pay 7% interest. Coinbase is pretty easy to use. I mean, I think they're the largest by volume, and maybe I think they're the largest exchange by volume, not by people, but by volume. They're based in the United States and they're a public company. So I do recommend Coinbase. All right. So Resale America, Lakeland Square Mall, world's largest liquidation store. Deal days, Winter Haven, 2820 Recker Highway, deal days, Port Richey, Jasmine Plaza. Thanks for watching my video today. We're going to have some fresh content coming out all day long today. I think we got 2 or 3 videos ready to go to post about my store and my operations in my store. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and make some money. Hey guys, it's Tom and Diana from Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall, and we just got in a huge load of Ashley furniture. So here at Resale America, we buy truckloads from Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Amazon, Wayfair, and now Ashley. It is your choice if you want to go pay full retail or get it for almost 50% off the retail price here at Resale America.
And we have sectionals.
We have the perfect dad's chair.
We have couches, and we have TV stands. And we have gorgeous dining room tables that you can use as a craft table. We have beds. We have Ashley sets for outdoor and patio.
So we have over 500 pieces of furniture here at Resale America. Come down and see Diana and I for the best deals in town. Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall, where we sell for less.